Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Angry Jack Productions. And today's live broadcast between the Grants Pirates baseball team, the number 1 seed in state in 4A, versus the Albuquerque Academy Chargers. We're already actually underway here, running a little bit behind. And let's set it up for you right now. Nico Young on the mound for Grants, and he's already in a bit of trouble here. He's got two men. He's got two men on. Man in second, man at first, and 1 run already has scored here in this second round game. So the Pirates in a little bit of trouble here. There's a fly out recorded though for out number 1 here in this state 4A contest. So Nico Young once again on the mound for the Grants Pirates. And here's a hit into right field. It's going to get through the gap, and we're going to see 1, maybe 2 Academy Chargers scoring. And right now, trouble continues for Nico Young and the Grants Pirates as they're down in a hole early here. Score's 2-0 right now. 3-0 it should read if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let's get you set up here again as we check the count as 1 strike, no balls to the hitter. 1 down, men on third and second for Albuquerque Academy, the number 8 seed in the state. Now, earlier this year, you might remember, or in case you didn't, we're going to remind you that the Pirates did, in fact, beat Academy a 1-run game earlier in the year. That's a strike from Nico Young. And another strike and a big strikeout for Nikolai Young. Now to bat is number 7, Ryan Williams. He's a freshman second baseman, takes a big cut for strike 1. So Pirates trying to get out of this inning without any further damage. That ball bounces at the plate. Delivery from Nico Young, that is. So 3-0 to score. Nico Young delivers strike. Swinging strike by Williams. Then he's down 2 strikes to none. No balls, that is. 0-2 the count right now. Nico Young outside, thought he had it, does not in fact. And we'll reset and do that again. Pitch from Young. Williams sends it to the left side of the field. And out of play. And we'll reset again. 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 balls. Academy with the lead here. And now we've got a full count to the batter, Williams. There you go. Nico Young eliminates Williams, but not before Albuquerque Academy puts 3 on the board in the top of the first inning, and now we're heading to the bottom of the first, where the Grants Pirates will be at the bat. So let's get you caught up on a couple things that we know. We know that the Grants Pirates, of course, 23-5 on the year. As followers would know, they have won an outstanding 14 games in a row heading into this contest here. They are 23-5 overall. They advanced to this quarterfinal round by defeating Deming in a couple games last weekend, 10-4 and 11-5. Academy took a series, 2 wins over Los Alamos, 8-5 and 15-2. That's how they got here. Academy led by head coach Chris Alexander, and the Chargers have in fact won 5 of their last 6. They're 16-10 overall, 6-2 in District 6 4A, finished second to Valley in that district. Pirates meanwhile 8-0 in district play, and they won District 5 4A with no problems. Well, I shouldn't say with no problems, it's just that they did not lose a game in district play. Earlier this year, it was a 5-4 win by Grants on a walk-off. That took place in Grants. Of course, this is all a new ball game. Everything's new now, again, here in the state tournament, is what they say. Back to square one. Then again, we're at square 2 now, quarterfinals. All right, so up to the plate, you'll have Andres Lopez. Typical spot for him. On the mound, Matthew Delaney, 6'1" kid, a sophomore, also plays third base. He delivers a strike to Andres Lopez. Here comes a pitch. That's a called strike. It's a called strike for Lopez, who's down in the hole. 0-2 now is the count. Lopez smacks a hit to the left. It's going to bounce from the left fielder, and it goes behind him. Lopez is going to get 2, and he'll be held there after a sweet hit into left field for Lopez. So the Pirates waste no time in putting someone on base. And up to the plate, Isaiah Manzanares is the guy coming up here. So Manzanares to the plate. Delivery there, swung high in the air, going back behind the screen. Here's Manzanares again. 1 strike on him. From the stretch, the pitcher delivers. Manzanares swings at that one. That one's out of play behind 2. So Manzanares trying to catch up to the pitcher right now. And he's behind 0-2. Delaney in the stretch. Lopez being more or less held on second. And Manzanares, big swing and a miss for strike 3 and an out. Delaney showing a mix of some power here in the early going. Looks good-looking kid, for sure. And that brings Dominic Gonzalez to the plate. For Grant's big RBI producer in the Deming series. Here comes a pitch from Delaney. That's a strike looking. Oh, 0-1 the count. Delaney with the pitch. Dominic sends this one out of play to the right side. And he's down 2 strikes to Delaney, the pitcher. Delaney steps off, conferring with the catcher to get the signal right or what have you. Here comes the pitch. Dominic sends this one left center all the way to the wall. It's going to bounce over the wall for a ground rule double. And that will score Andres Lopez. So the Pirate Murderers row. Their first through 4 batters coming through once again. Oh. So here we go, Delaney on the delivery. And at the bat here, G-Baby, Gabriel Marquez. As we welcome in Coach Landon Chavez here. Here's a ground out left side, and Gabriel Marquez will be retired, 2 outs. Dominic Gonzalez sliding headfirst back into second. Coach, welcome to the broadcast. Good to have you.
Thank you.
And let's just make sure we got everything. There we go.
Yeah, traffic a little crazy coming in, but coming into a show right away.
Yes, traffic and parking. Parking here. And no shade. But we'll make it. This is Delaney delivering to Bodie Malonis. Big cut for Malonis on that, and he's behind in the count. So quick recap if you're just joining us. Academy struck early in the top of the first off of Grant's pitcher Nikolai Young. 2-1 your score. Pirates though come right back with the 1 run just off that ground rule double just hit by Dominic Gonzalez, and he comes through again with Malonis at the bat. Beautiful field out here, Coach.
It is. It's a little windy, but perfect day for baseball.
It would be strange to have perfect weather for one of these games, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
But we wouldn't know what to do with ourselves.
Pretty sight, though, walking in and watching Dominic Gonzalez get a double right off the bat. Just right where we left off.
Not a bad sight to see. Dominic at second. Healthy lead. And that ball's outside to Bodie Malonis. 2 balls, 1 strike to Malonis. 2 outs, 2-1 your score. Albuquerque Academy up by 1 currently. And that one's put out of play behind the plate by Malonis. Then he looks over to the Academy's top. Sorry about that. I was talking to a fan on the side there.
Said the extension can't be plugged through here.
The manager just told me that he doesn't want the extension. Stick to it right here because it's a chair.
Do you know a place I can plug in? Or?
Dominic Gonzalez on the still the third. We got a full count with Bodie Malonis up at the line. Pop up right center field. And the right center fielder has it, that retires the side. So we got 2-1 Academy headed to the top of the first, or top of the second, sorry.
Okay.
Grants back out.
Okay. Could I go check on that and then unplug it, or do I have to plug it right away? Okay.
Yeah. So as we head to the top of the second, we're looking at Nico Young taking his second time up on the mound. You know, Grants, they haven't faced a lot of adversity this year, being the number 1 seed. They haven't seen a lot of struggles early on, but I think this is a great way to get battle tested, especially in the second round of the state tournament. You look at possibly having to facing Artesia or Belen next round, and Pius Valencia, Pius or Valley in the next round. This is a great opportunity for them to see a little bit of adversity, find their way to fight through this. They responded with 1 run in the bottom of the first, so I think they're excited to get out this next inning and kind of get going again, get back to where they've been used to being at all season long with the lead and a lot of confidence. We look at Nico Young, their sophomore pitcher. He did a great job in the first round against Deming, and Coach Furby talked about his confidence, and he didn't believe he threw that well that game, but all of us, as well as the coaching staff, they have the utmost confidence in him and his ability to throw strikes early on. So we have the first batter up here as we get into the top of the second inning. And we start with the 1-1 count. 1 strike, 1 ball. And we have a pop-up right to center field. And Bodie Malone is with the catch. That retires the side for Andrew Olson, number 3. Next up to bat, we have number 1, Riley Bleacher. Great first pitch for Nico Young. You could tell he wanted to get out that first runner and did that exactly. The third baseman up to bat, lefty senior. And first pitch is fouled off. We have an 0-1 count to start. We have an off-speed, drive down the first baseline. Gabriel Marquez with the dive, and the runner at first, he's out. Beautiful throw by Gabriel Marquez and Nico Young to have the heads up to get to first base on time. Bang, bang play at first base, but great out for Grants. We talked about the flexibility of Gabriel Marquez in the last game, and he showed it again on that diving stop. Academy coach is out to have words with the umpire and doesn't seem pleased with the outcome. Next up, we have number 5, Luke Lasky, up to bat.
Okay, sorry about the delay there. We're actually, listeners, we're going to have to leave the broadcast for a moment, reset, get up to where we're supposed to be in the shade properly, and with electrical outlets and all that stuff. So we're going to shut down the broadcast for just a moment, and we're going to take it upstairs, and we'll be right back with you in just a moment as we have a hit to center field. And corralled there by Malonis. Top of the second over. Pirates trailing 2-1. We'll be right back with you.